That game, not right there.
That wasn't even a good read. That's a bad fucking throw. Like, damn, bro.
That's my
wide open. Like, the defense is horrible.
What?
That shit is bad.
It's 218 bids.
And it ain't nothing you doing. I fucking promise to God. I promise to God it ain't shit you doing. He is overthrowing everything.
So why Mike, he overthrowing it because you throwing it with a nigga on right behind him. The nigga right there. He nigga not open.
Key, hell right wide. There. Okay, bro.
Man,
right.
These niggas is not open.
They wide the fuck open. I don't throw a pass that ain't open.
Shit.
If it's not open, I'm not throwing it.
Shit.
Chill out, Death Row. Chill out, Death Row, man. I got people on the stream, you know.
That shit is bad. Man, is bad though.
I know.
I
know, man. Y'all boys, I really fucking with y'all. Y'all
like noses. That's what I'm used to doing.
Lord have mercy. You get forces that ain't yours. That's what you used to doing.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Well, you know good.
Look at Stafford. Look at Stafford. I hate him.
And I got him in a purple zone and ain't nobody over there.
Boy, this nigga making $50 million a year.
Wow, you in a purple zone for nothing.
I'm getting that for $50 million a year. The Rams got the worst GM in goddamn sports here.
No fucking
ain't no way you
like
pay $50 million a year for that. That nigga had it.
Let's go, baby. Come on. Let's get this upset, baby. Let's get this upset money.
Who you about to play?
Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium.
That's what they call it. They always say, yeah, Mitch ain't dead, Mitch ain't nowhere. Every play football.
Man, we always go on what you done did, man. You can't try me off some shit we ain't never seen.
I know.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear view mirror.
Everybody, if I do play a nigga that's pumped, the game 50-50 in my eyes. Yeah, you ain't no goddamn. That's it. Yeah, that's it. It's gonna be 50-50 if we play. Yeah, your team better. I don't even know how I got the goddamn. I don't even know how I got that because your team better. Come on, all these goddamn check downs, man. Throw the ball to 9 speed with nigga. Yeah, he got to check all game.
I don't need to.
Where he at? Oh my God! He actually saved you right there. I could put the shot. That's good. Hey, what that 99 speed nigga? Where he at? He ain't got to catch all.
He been running out around the field all game.
Yeah, ain't doing shit.
Good run started off. Breeze, come on.
Oh my God! I bumped the cornerback off. Oh my God! I bumped the cornerback off.
Oh.
Come on, man. D-line, get on. You got, man. That's that.
Oh. Why do you get, I don't get how you can just run into somebody and just let it happen. Like, what the fuck is that, man?
I ain't playing with their defense. I knew what we were doing.
Jack Martin got a 99 and ain't blocked nobody.
I ain't played cover 3, cover 4 all game. He either cover 2 or cover 2, man. Yeah, damn, that's speed get behind you. You damn thing, y'all. You gonna get this money.
And he get hit.
You gonna get this money.
And he get hit.
Look at that rookie. You gonna get this money.
He got fucking hit on the fucking throw, bro.
I'm going out like Scarface about my money. You gonna have to. Hey, man, keep out of that. Get out of that cam. They run back in the league. Get out of that cam. I'm trying to tell you, man. And then they look at I had them too soon because that was fucking cam up for being goddamn top running back. So my offense. What he was going before he kept lagging out, nigga. What do you mean? Damn, catch you play 5. What you want me to go off for? Which one you want me to go off for? The first game, the second game, the third, every game I was winning. Shit. Man. Hey man, you ain't on the feet, don't talk to me, man. That's all I gotta say. Get out of there.
Yeah, bro, make a fucking play.
I gotta check that shit. I still gotta play Dave. I still gotta play Dave, man. I I ain't gonna. I'm gonna make the playoffs. I'm gonna make the playoffs. Nobody might have even beat me. I'm gonna I'm my kid. I'm my son. Well, technically, one of them niggas is my son. That's how crazy it is. They're my kids over there. Fuck! Like, that's why I went to that division. Some niggas talking so much shit. I'm gonna make them
You can fault the decision making here because
And I can't make that.
There you go. I don't know who that is. I don't even know why he on the field. That boy had 2 touchdowns. I don't know. He might be somebody I need to put out there and develop. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I can't even make that play, man. That's bad.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball.
152. Huh? Talk to me, Cam. You say you got the contract year. I got a thing. Yeah, I ain't got the money, but I want this thing. I got. You gonna have to be a franchise, I got. I ain't got no money, I got. I ain't right to say myself this. This is my shit last year. I see that Dalvin got the guarantee here. This year, playoffs. Then gave it 3 little 27
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better, one play
I'm trying to throw the ball down in a way because the nigga might run the safety might break on his phone. And that's what he do. I'm trying to throw the ball towards him so he can come back to like you feel me, I don't want the rock to go up the field because the safety right there. I swear to God.
They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
There you go. This nigga
I play underneath and nobody play underneath. That's amazing.
On 3rd and 9.
I told niggas, man, they're old with that, man. These niggas can't rock. Pocket is play. That was really going on in the league. I think niggas got down. Niggas came in here last year was trash, bro. Last year was like
We said that about every man. We say that about every man.
Bro, I was outside the pocket, bro. I ran outside. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. They love you. I swear, man love you. Man, I'm telling you. That is bad. That shit is bad. Man is bad for that. In the guy, man love,
They go play action now.
Yeah, no, he's kidding me. Come on.
What is you doing?
That's so trash. You gotta make that big.
Horrible.
Second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert.
Everybody there right high, man. Like my
Don't be the second first season. Shut up.
man, what's going on? Why my shit lagging so bad, bro?
Good. No, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing.
I can't get to the game if I can keep my side.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Damn, yes, no. This shit lagging bad, bro. This shit lagging bad. I can't even kick.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. What happened? Leading to a touchdown the other way.
All goddamn John did. I mean, he's getting contact with John. Let him alone.
Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let them get to the second level, because sometimes you'll break off the big run.
Hey, whatever they say about you, man, you feel me? You got to the back, man. Nigga talk about you and tap me. I come back there, man.
Well, I don't care what nobody talk, nothing in the chat, and nobody will do nothing.
Hey, you though, man. You know, you just in the way. This ain't got nothing to do with you. This is the first one.
Nah, that's just mad. That's just man doing whatever to make sure you won the game.
Hey,
don't worry about it.
I think I knew why we was gonna play.
From the red zone now,
Walk
here's Wilson on first down.
I think I know why we can't play.
No!
I had live.
How you overthrowing him, bro? Trash ass nigga, bro.
I had given him a look at it. I had live playbook. Man, definitely, y'all wanted that rematch. I want that rematch last year. That's not there in the snow throwing duck.
They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away?
Yeah, I think it was about having a live playbook on it. Because the motherfuckers said,
just shy of the 30. This defense for the Jets, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together again that first victory a week ago. And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating
Every time, bro.
opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 29, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. As a coach, you love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
I told everybody though, like they week 1 shit, that first couple games last year, I was goddamn, I ain't know, like I ain't. Bro, Mike, bro, I played cover, bro. I swear to God, then he got to like the 10-yard line, 20-yard line, like red zone, then I ran cover 3 and cover 4. I played cover 2 with my flats on 25 yards. My outside cornerbacks gonna run up the field 25 yards, and then when they stop running, the safety's gonna already be there. So I kept on the field. And I ran man cover 2 the whole game. I want to let the nigga get on OD. I'm like Belichick on this shit. Like he getting mad because I ain't let him get mad. I'm like Belichick, bro. I'm not gonna give you a strength, bro. Mike wanna throw the deep ball, bro. When last night I told you the nigga averaged 40 yards a clip, I know Mike wanted to do. That's why he kept throwing to it. I'm not gonna give you that.
Even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Yeah, that's always
on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
I ain't gonna lie, I got a time in my head. Like, you know how it is in real life when nigga O-line try, they keep getting sacked. Like, so they got like, they time and deep, like, I got a time, but like, that's why you watch me play, I don't run like a lot of, I don't run deep routes, because I ain't got the O-line for that shit. Like, I don't run deep, I ain't got no O-line. Bro, I swear, bro, like, then the only nigga.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and barrel forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center. The guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles.
See, that nigga got to be bumped off or goddamn be messed up on the line. Oh yeah, that nigga can't do shit.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jackson on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage or make it third manageable? Challenge the coverage again.
I can tell you, I never lied with the Rams, so it was like, the Rams don't fit me, bro. This motherfucker like a finesse team. They like a Big 12, Pac-12 team. And you know me, I need a gangster O-line. I need a running back. I need some D-line. I play power. I play power football.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days in Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
I watched that nigga
punts for him last week in the losses. He gets this one.
He ran. Hey, bro, I swear to God, he just ran the first one I ever seen.
And a nice job here to down this one right.
I used to have Lamar and nigga. I had the raise. Lamar and JT. We gonna read out to your ass on 3rd and 10.
No, what was it? You got a Joe Heisman quote about that.
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's gonna.
But I used to love that shit because niggas gonna automatically. Yeah, I used to love that shit because niggas ain't gonna take let Lamar get to it. The first season, niggas ain't know how to contain the man, Lamar. That's why I say, like, man didn't have an F-factor. I could have went F-factor. And the first guy, like 30 pass and 20 rushing. That first year, and I had Lamar, because niggas ain't know how to contain that shit yet. But after that first year, I didn't really the whole man touchdowns with Lamar, but so that really awesome. They keep go crazy in that shit. The niggas don't automatically take Lamar. Shit, I mean, my old line got 5 and 4 up front, then somebody automatically get into the line, though.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Bro!
Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Odafe-Oweh. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up.
Bro, why he can't fucking get the ball out? Like, there's no way he's supposed to put that ball inside, bro. Like, you throwing the ball slow as shit. You got a 94 throw power.
And quickly. And once he saw what he had in the field, there's no way he's going to let that ball turn second way and finds his way into the end zone.
Nah, because Stafford couldn't say. Like, Stafford missed throws across the middle.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And he goes down.
Bro, I'm holding people in everything, Ryan. This is crazy.
Showing off the pass rush skills.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack didn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
For the Clippers, why everybody don't play with the Clippers?
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
But Clippers ain't play that damn last. Now you think like everybody gonna play the first 2 days. Yeah, it was like he didn't do that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down.
He's been walking those down too, man.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit in the league, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads
both of the teams they play
deep in their own territory. And
I was out there listening to ESPN earlier at work. Them niggas, on the way home from work, them niggas still got their D-Hop back. Yeah, that's why I said about you. Because the goddamn Saints, pass defense is getting
this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
fullbacks and all that. Fullbacks
Here's
and all
second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I don't even know if it's fullback, man.
Here's
I got
Jackson to throw.
Two no plays.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's
Mike
3rd
Carter
and 3.
from the Jets be doing all right. He be doing like 8, 9 points.
Coming up here looking for 3
I got that boy
yards to pick up the
Stevenson
first.
He used to be getting about 20 points a game.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
He used to have one game.
That's complete. It's
He used to have one game. He played 2 weeks.
Mark Andrews.
Week 3 he had 20. Week 4 he had 13.
Now Tucker
Week 5 he had 25. Week 6 he had 25. For Chicago, I know he can take crazy.
And it is now
He
21
used to definitely
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
I get my DBs right. That nigga David Lowe got 93 man. I took that shit last night. He got 93 man. I forgot he got that 45 man from that goddamn standout camp shit. That shit boiled out in that last one.
The way this
That last
offense
one, he
hasn't
had to
been
get.
able to generate
I
anything,
think the
I
last
feel
one.
like they probably need to get something going on this
They
drive,
didn't
right?
give it to me.
Yeah,
They didn't say I was playing right team, I was
overused, and
playing.
this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ball on a give up the middle. And good work there in open space. And he's...
On 2nd in points per game on defense, 2nd in total yards, 1st in passing yards. Offense looking better this year. I was like in the 30s in goddamn passing yards last year. But that's out on Sam's though. Staff will go crazy on the Sam's for my play blitz.
Way down now
My
to
play
the
blitz is
32.
short. That's a passing offense. So when I get Sam's and shit, I'm just gonna run the ball. So I got Jay.
This offense finding its legs
I
now.
got Jay
Here's
Rock.
another 1st and 10.
Jay. So I'll probably be
Wilson.
me and Dave probably both be on the field.
How the fuck you play both of them?
For the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the ball, look at the defense. They came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Man, they just drop quick curve.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard.
You
might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And that one drops down. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first.
Everybody getting fucking hurt, man.
Before we get to halftime.
My center, Quentin Williams.
Much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position.
All fucking people, my center get hurt.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives.
And my fucking D-tackle.
That's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Go for him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound barrel gets the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
This is ridiculous, bro. We heard this nigga. I don't know what to talk about.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete, it's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now Jackson going to run.
You second who? Yeah, he cribbed the read option. This is terrible over here.
Jackson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
He said, can Giannis give you 25?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Shit, at least a dub. Yeah, I feel like he can cook this shit.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Yeah,
they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say
Fool me
never.
once, shame on you.
On an NFL roster,
Fool me twice, that's on me, crap.
And win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it.
And my goodness, another interception.
I fucking suck, bro.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
That's a fucking dude.
Not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this.
It's like once I get down,
and right there,
that's
still in the
blows,
third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here. That's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him.
Carl Lawson, just keep your old ass out of the game, man. I just paid you, and you are getting hurt every fucking possession, man.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Tobias for 10.
Yeah. Down at 4. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. You're usually going to pick up a holding call.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure.
Thank you, Carl. Way to come back in here and get a sack, boy.
Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one's turned out to be everyone's worst than we realized.
Credit that sack to Travis Jones. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure, they got
I believe so.
David Ojabo running in to take him down.
It's been a tough one to get after this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger.
And now Jermaine Johnson hurt. I mean, they're playing dirty out there or something, bro.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned.
As soon as my center got hurt, like, all chances really went out the window. I ain't got no time to throw the ball to do shit, man. Shit is really crazy.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 27, Wilson. And now here's another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. It's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
You said who?
He was in the slot for the catch. And they're going to get this down to
Harden? You're not breaking up bad.
Ball up to the 35 now. As
oh, Harden.
On 1st and 10.
Yeah, probably so.
Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
That's a bet.
Jackson on 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
On 2nd and very short, Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, I wish his staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Here's Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Hall again on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 45. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there's a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good...
Bro!
Another interception. Well, partner, I'm going to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything, Doesn't sound like...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
To try again after the sack, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 38, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage.
No, wrong button.
My goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10, 5. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. But maybe some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. Now Wilson on first down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by David Ojabo. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they will take a knee here. So not just a